Axis Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Community Megabytes, where we take a bite out of all community activities, multicultural events, aspects, issues that affect our communities all over the world. I'm your host, DAVON Franklin. And hey, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna get started on this interesting show today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with the community bits. You know what I'm saying? The New York mayoral general election debate. You know what I'm saying? The candidates are on Mahdi. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Silva. The debate takes place tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Early voting deadline for 2025 in New York City mayoral election and other elections throughout the tri-state area. New Yorkers can register online, in person, or by mail. You know what I'm saying? The deadline for that, for the online and mail, November 4th. For general election deadlines, mail, in person. Online and mail is October 25th. In person is going to be November 4th. All right. In New Jersey, the general election, the deadline, I believe is October 14th. You must be a U.S. citizen, at least 17 to register, 18 to vote, been residing in the county for at least 30 days, not serving a jail sentence or anything like that. Early registration is or early voting is going to be between October 20th and November 2nd. And for Connecticut, their general election, October 17th for mail and online. You can register in person, or you can register early voting between October 20th and November 2nd, or the day of. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So moving along, a small earthquake shakes up New York at upstate New York. A 2.6 magnitude earthquake hit near Chazy I think. You know what I'm saying? Around 11:40 p.m. Monday, according to U.S. Geology Survey. Parents of the New York City toddler who drowned at Bronx daycare announced there's filing a lawsuit against the nursing home that I believe is Anna Butterfly Gardens family group. You know what I'm saying? Because they still haven't received answers in the last 2 months pertaining to the mysterious drowning or the drowning of their 1-year-old. So we'll stay tuned to that. Broadway faces shutdown after musicians vote to strike. The union representing the Broadway musicians claim that Broadway League is trying to cut jobs, wages, and healthcare benefits. Seems like a trend going on. You know what I'm saying? The American Federation of Musicians, Local 802, is right now negotiating a contract which had expired back on, I believe, August 25th. Or no, actually August 31st. All right. We're going to take, and finally, you know what I'm saying? We lost two legendary people. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't like doing eulogies and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to Diane Keaton, you know what I'm saying, beloved actress who starred in movies like Annie Hall, I think it's The First Wife's Club, and my favorite, the Godfather trilogies, and you know, my man D'Angelo, you know what I'm saying, who gave us classics like Brown Sugar, Lady, How Does It Feel? You know, you could name it. So, you know, rest in peace to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Peaceful journey. And we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a nice little music break. And we're going to come back and we're going to get into my favorite part of the show. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a nice little discussion about the first 9 months of the Trump administration. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk politics right here. So, you know, don't go nowhere. Come right back here. You know what I'm saying? Community Megabytes with DAVON Franklin on IAXISRADIO.
Welcome back to DPE Takeover Radio. Caller, you are on the air.
Yo, can I hear the new Breezy?
Sure, I got you. The new Breezy coming up. Sit back, take a shot of cognac, lay the top down, and ride out. New Breezy, the life, coming up now on DPE Takeover Radio.
I'm in the Silverado, switch it up to the Lambo. She wanna get it poppin' like a nigga is Rambo. She wanna give me samples like we walking through Costco. Banana benefit for Breezy, there's no Roscoe. Clip bottles, got me on wobble, hoppin' Diablo. Red lights stick like the green, don't try to follow. Motto, got my money up, no lotto. Baby Bobby, what she cop, my plane headed to Cabo. Spread it like a taco, I put beef in the middle. Me metaphorical riddles, they pay me 1,000 fiddles. A little, I need a kilo that moves at its own place. Blessed from the game, from the bay, I hail ace. Taste for a little bit of fame to go crazy like Smokey off of AD Blood on Friday. Amazed what your boy Breezy say, I'll call plays. Give me the mic, I'm taking DPE up all the way like. It be the money, it be the hoes. They got me in this life I chose. And I can't stop now, I'm pushing a hard mile. Cause me and Brooke have never been close. So I'm gon' grind, baby, and I'm gon' shine. Cause you ain't got yours, don't hate on mine. Stop being late and try to be on time. Be on time, still wouldn't get you there before me. You bum niggas is dumb niggas geeking off thee. Go get your own dollars. You wanna plot on me? Don't holler at a bitch till you heard she easy. Man, a bitch better move mountains to please me. Man, a bitch better carry fountains and feed me. Cause I'm the type of nigga when I leave, she needs me. And use a broke nigga waiting on her check. Begging for a couple hundred and demand respect. Get your life in check, get your hustle right. Make it mean on the block or get a 9 to 5. Stop hating on the next nigga getting this guap. Why you playing mad and he out there running the block? Why you think a bad one passed and she didn't wanna talk to a nigga in the hood smelling like asphalt? Then you call her a bitch, I guess it makes you feel better. Then she walks straight to me and has me all the chatter like. It be the money, it be the hoes. They got me in this life I chose. And I can't stop now, I'm pushing a hard mile. Cause me and Brooke have never been close. So I'm gon' grind, baby, and I'm gon' shine. Cause you ain't got yours, don't hate on mine. Stop being late and try to be on time. Be on time, still wouldn't get you there before me. If you believe you still achieve. A lot of times we don't believe where we came from. I didn't mean to make you wait this long, but you can't rush greatness. Let's get this clear. I wasn't the first one to show you this grown man shit, but after Deuce Pay showed up, shit ain't never been the same since. Let's go. It be the money, it be the hoes. They got me in this life I chose, and I can't stop now. I'm pushing the hard mile, cause me and Brooke have never been close. So I'm gon' grind, baby, and I'm gon' shine, cause you ain't got yours, don't hate on mine. Stop being late and try to be on time. Be on time, huh? Still wouldn't get you there before me.
I want my brother back in this bitch with me. Trappin' hard for the trappin', yeah, trappin' hard, yeah, trappin' hard, yeah, trappin' hard, yeah, trappin' hard, yeah. Did summer, I just canceled summer. I got shit to do. Priority. Come first before you play. Please don't be a fool. Hot-headed niggas on alert. Please don't lose your cool. God gave you brains for a reason. Exercise your tool. Anyway, my plans for the day. Run up Apple Pay. Get a couple bags and get them all. Then get out the way. Even chef it up around this bitch. You come get a plate. You can hit my line 1,000 times. I'm gon' get you straight. My daughter's about to graduate from school. Gotta get this. I need it. I'm the only man she banking on, so I stay on this. Real in the field, niggas fighting this inflation. The two on which I got pilots, I'm pushing in rotation. I hustle hard every day. I gotta earn every week. Money circulating, gotta make this cash while I'm asleep. ZZ team gotta eat. I'm just preparing the table. No more being broke. I gotta be financially stable. I'm trapping hard for the summer. I'm trapping hard for the summer. I'm trapping hard for the summer. Hard for the summer. Trapping hard for the summer. Yeah. Woo. 365, I need motion, promotion. The plug told me double up. Ooh. Bitch, I'm the coach, I'm the quarterback. Play your position, I'll huddle up. Ooh. I used to hustle for fun on the side till my trap it went out of there. Now all my hoes, they be bitches. She really just pissed, I don't fuck with her. 24 hours a day, every minute. I get it tonight in the morning, I flip it. I told these niggas I'm quitting to get a reaction. Like, really the nerve of this nigga. Trapped in the spring through the summer, the winter. Just me get my digit. Let me get my digit. Been having zips in the city. Your mama shop with me. Your daddy be spending. I hustle hard every day. I gotta earn every week. Money circulating, gotta make this cash while I sleep. Cause the team gotta eat. I'm just preparing the table. No more being broke. I gotta be financially stable. I'm trapping hard for the summer. Oh, yo, mama.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes. And I like to get to this portion right quick called Point of Contention. And I'm gonna do something a little special today. You know what I'm saying? We doing a freestyle. I'm gonna actually do something that I rarely do at all. You know what I'm saying? Actually, never. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you to my home. I'm gonna bring you inside my home. You know what I'm saying? And inside my home, I'm gonna, show you a little bit what it is that we actually do at the home. And what we like to do, we like to talk about world events, hot topics. We talk about everything from politics, news, entertainment, sports, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 yards. Pretty much the same flavor that we trying to give you right here on the show. So, without further ado, I like to bring out my younger brother, Devin Franklin. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with you, pal? We can get into this.
Yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we can get into this little our discussion and basically do what we regularly do. You know what I'm saying? So right now, man, the topic that we're going to discuss right now is we're going to talk 9 months of Trump. You know what I'm saying? So being that that's your guy. You know?
My guy.
That's your guy. I'm going to defer to you. You know what I'm saying? And you give me your pointers as far as, over the last 9 months, you know what I'm saying? The what you critique as successes or failures, you know what I'm saying, in your opinion.
I mean, so far so good as far as I'm concerned. I voted for him. Now let's
bring this back a little bit, because in 2016, I did not vote for him. I voted for Hillary Clinton. And the reason why I voted for Hillary is because I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an independent voter.
Right.
And when Trump was running for election in 2016, I thought he was a political novice. I thought that when he got in there, he would have the lack of experience necessary to run the country. I thought that he would have, well, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do in 26 when he actually won the election. Is he was going to be nice with everybody, and of course there were going to be people that tried to take advantage of the whole deal. I figured that if Hillary was the president of the United States at that point in time, if she had any failures, then she had Big Billy Clinton to back her up and make sure that she didn't fall completely off of the rails. Well, 2016 to 2020, he changed my opinion on him. He had me as shithole countries. It's not like there is no such thing as shithole countries. And so he was saying real things. It was pissing people off. They were clutching their pearls, the whole deal. But he showed a level of strength that I did not see in other candidates on the other party. So fast forward, right? Now, there's all this racism. There's all this, oh, he's a racist. He's a this, he's a that, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to bury him under the books, impeach him 100 different times, it felt like, and all this other stuff. And he was Teflon Don. He was just the guy. All right, fine. So they don't get him on any of these charges. And that's just kind of the way that went. Fast forward to 2020. Now, all the racism, all the this and all the that, it's like, well, you know what? Trump supporters are this. Trump supporters are that. They're racist. They're this, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll go over to a Trump rally by myself out there in California, Fresno, California, where I was, and I'll see this racism for myself, right? I don't have any team backing me up or anything like that. So surely I'll go out there and I'll be called that dreaded N-word that we like to call ourselves with a hard ER or whatever the case is. I went over there and it was kumbaya, people hugging, singing, dancing, playing good old-fashioned American music, even played Hulk Hogan theme songs. I am a real American. And I was loving this. I'm like, okay, great. The only problems that I saw over there was people blasting music in the background talking about F Donald Trump. All right, well, let's see. So he had my vote. He didn't press the red button that detonated the world or anything like that. And I was like, oh, you know what? Why not? Let me go ahead and give him my vote. All right, 2020 to 24. I wasn't mad that he lost the election. I'm just not that type of person. Once again, an independent person. America voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Let's see what they do. Hopefully they win, because when you elect a president of the United States, you hope that they win, because if they win, then America wins. And so we weren't winning. All right. The border was a sieve. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Masculinity was listed as toxic masculinity. You couldn't be proud to be a man or any of that stuff, because that was considered toxic. The whole deal was going on, right? Now we're back. Okay. And it was great that he lost that election, because he had 4 years to sit back and reflect and see the damage that losing that election costed and whatnot. And now he's back in. So let me talk about what Trump has done in 2025. You guys can look this up for yourselves, whoever it is that's watching this. Let's see, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so federalregister.gov/presidential-documents/Donald-Trump/2025. In 2025, Donald Trump has signed 209 executive orders. Okay, 209. So I was digging in a little bit. All right, so 209 executive orders. Now, I don't agree with 100% of what it is that he's doing, and nobody should agree with 100%. But if I'm going to vote for an individual, even if I don't vote for that individual, if they are the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States, I would hope that they do a good job, and what they're doing benefits the citizens of the United States, right? Check this out. So I look up executive orders, right? And not to make a comparison, because I thought, me personally, I think Joe Biden would have been a fantastic president if he were younger, if he had his cognition with him at the time. But he lost a little bit on his fastball. Let's just face it and be honest, right? He was not as good. I'll just put it that way. He was not as good as he used to be as an elected official. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Right. So in the years that Joe Biden was in, we barely got a chance to see him. He barely gave presidential addresses. He was hiding out in his bunker and the whole deal, or whatever the case is. He passed and wrote into law, or he passed 162 executive orders in 4 years, right? Versus the 209 that have been done since January. I'll leave the floor to you for a moment there, but yeah, that's kind of that's a stark difference, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's a stark difference, but I mean, you know, what was the benefit of the executive orders? Like, you know?
Well, I'll give you one. I'm not going to give you a whole list of examples. If people want to go ahead and do their research, then please, by all means, do their research. One of the things that we're talking about right now, which is a hot button issue, is his law and order approach, or his approach to lawlessness, and utilizing the military against the cities and all this other stuff that they're talking about. Well, check this out. When we gave our oaths, when we went to the military, we swore to protect our country against our enemies, both foreign and domestic.
Okay.
And so there's that. Okay. Now, one of those executive orders that he had written out of the 209 was fascinating, right? So he's claiming he's going on war against his country and yada, 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 yada. But his executive order 14348 was to strengthen efforts to protect U.S. nationals from wrongful detention abroad. Interesting, right? So yeah, he's supposedly warring against the citizens of the United States, or whatever the case is, right? But then also he's writing executive orders to protect his citizens in foreign countries. Make that make sense, right?
It makes sense because most of the citizens that go abroad are business people and people that go out there making money outside of travelers and stuff like that. And you know how he cares about those that's out there making money.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair statement, right? So this is what I'll say about the cities that I guess we're warring against and sending the National Guard and stuff like that. I don't live in those cities. I don't live there, right? And so while I hear people complaining about what's going on in those cities, I can also look at the people that live in those cities and the ones that are responding positively.
But here's my question. Aren't the Republicans always the main proponent, you know what I'm saying, for states' rights? So if you get in contact with the mayor and the governor and they tell you that they don't need the National Guard, why are you still federalizing them and sending them off?
I mean, because there's lawlessness and the citizens don't like it. Not all of the citizens like that. And of course, if you're a tax-paying individual and you're a law-abiding citizen or whatever the case is, then why would you even have to worry about cops or state police? If you're doing the right thing, then you wouldn't really have to worry about anything.
But states' rights is states' rights. If the governor and the mayors of the cities is telling you that they have everything under control and that they don't need the National Guard, why are you still sending them?
Well, let's go by the numbers, right? So if they're going by the numbers and the crime rate,
no, you're missing my point. It's not.
I get what you're saying when it comes down to, all right, states' rights or whatever the case is, but these people that are in those states that are voting for these officials are voting for these officials to have themselves be protected. I'm sure you don't want to pay your taxes and get mugged while you're going to work or any of that stuff.
But that's why we have police officers.
But then we were trying to defund the police.
No, but
just a few years ago, weren't we?
They're not defunded, and there's no national emergency that requires.
Oh, no, we weren't defunding them. We were redistributing them, right? We were redistributing the funds. See, so the police, even though we have the police, as they're all racist and they're all this and this and this and this. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some bad apples out there. But as the police are being demonized, they're also, the recruits are being demoralized and, of course, more hesitant to
that's more BS excuse talking points to justify something that you shouldn't be doing. If the government,
we can go by the numbers, like the recruiting numbers.
The National Guard are to be activated by the people that run the state, right? Where the guard is located, right? unless they call for the federalization of that through the president. So now if they're not calling for that, you know what I'm saying, why are you sending them?
Let's find out. What are the president?
Not only that, because I want to get back to another part that you was talking about, because you was talking about the law and order policies and what was that you said, law and order and the insurrection policy, or that he wants to enact. And I'm kind of confused, because it was his mouth that was incited the riots that happened over there on January 6th. And not only, you know, fight, you know what I'm saying? Stop the steal. That you have a whole crowd of people that, you know, storm the Capitol, you know, beat up the Capitol officers, piss on the desk, you know what I'm saying? Have everybody in Congress running, you know, ranting and raving, you know what I'm saying? You know, hang Pence, you know what I'm saying? You know, that ordeal, the same individuals that, you know, when your guy got in the office early this year, gave pardons to everybody that was out there. I mean, if we're law and order and we're really about the police, I mean, how are we pardoning individuals who actually attacked the Capitol, basically, you know, committed an insurrection, and, you know, basically defied law enforcement? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to balance the contradiction of what is being said and what is being done. You know what I'm saying? And you know, can you explain that for me?
Okay, I'll explain it with this.
All
right, give me just a second, because I don't like to be inaccurate on what it is that I'm saying. Okay. So, factcheck.org looked it up. How many people died in the January 6th insurrection?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Come on.
It does. There was also a report that stated, and I can't look that up right now because that would take a little bit more time.
It only matters that a lot of people didn't die. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, when there were riots for George Floyd, people died, and there was a lot of money that was lost. And
those people attacked the Capitol on orders of the president, of what they felt was orders of the president. So that's apples and oranges.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
So why did January 6th happen?
It happened because your boy was sitting up there telling his crowd that they need to stop the steal. The election is being stolen from them. You know?
He told them to be nonviolent.
Huh?
He told them to be nonviolent.
Yeah, not be nonviolent. Fight. They're stealing your country. You know, that sounds like excitement.
Yeah, because the people wanted a recount. They felt like the steal was happening, and they wanted a recount. And of course, Congress.
That also leads me to another question. Like, I mean, if he was so quick and so easy to federalize the National Guard to go into Los Angeles and Chicago and all, he was in control of the Guard, you know what I'm saying, during that time. How come the National Guard didn't go out there and you know, stop those riots?
Oh, didn't you hear that report that they had requested the National Guard, and Nancy Pelosi was the one that stopped that? Didn't you see that video? That she was the one that stopped it, that they had gotten in contact with her chief in arms or something of that nature before, like days before, 3 days before to be specific, and told them that they would need more security, and she was the one that denied it, and they were sitting on their hands. Why did that happen?
But see, regardless of what Nancy Pelosi wanted, you know what I'm saying, just like regardless of what the mayors of Chicago and them wanted, there was a insurrection going on there. There was violence happening. There was an attack on the building. He could have bypassed all of that and sent them guards out there to stop it, but he didn't.
Okay, so here's what's interesting about that, right? Because they talk about the insurrection and how all the chaos and all this other stuff that was going on. Why were people walking around there willy-nilly? Like, if there's a riot that's going on and you see the film and you see all the film that's going on or whatever the case is, why are they just walking around willy-nilly? Why did the doors get open and they're just letting them in?
Nobody Well, you know, there might have been, but there was nobody letting them inside that building.
There were people that were walking through that building, and it didn't look like they were storming. It looked like they were actually tourists at that point in time. Now, somebody did get shot, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the people that ended up dying ended up committing suicide or dying for other causes that didn't happen at that time.
Why does it have to be about, you know, whether or not people died? There was basically an attempt to overthrow, and I'm gonna come back to why this point is prevalent as we move along. You know what I'm saying? But I want to move along and talk about the other greatest hits. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Of our commander in chief. You know what I'm saying? Of the last 9 months. Terror.
All right. So people didn't like it. People couldn't stand it. But Elon Musk being put in there and the enactment of Doge, I thought was a masterstroke. Why? Because Elon Musk knows how to build things pretty quickly at a cheap cost. All right. He knows how to line item things. So he builds a team that looks at the line items of things and where this money is actually going, where our taxpayer dollars are actually going, and finds a couple of different interesting things on, you know, gender studies, all this other transgender movements in other countries and all this other stuff. The hell that got to do with America? Like, what does that have to do with America and America's agenda? Right? That's not just the only thing. Obviously, we can go down a whole laundry list of things. But all right, so these NGOs, right, non-government organizations or whatever, are getting funding from taxpayers to do things that are not benefiting taxpayers. So when he goes in there and he line items things, right, you know what ended up happening? Legacy media and the people that were going to lose their funding started complaining or whatever. So that's another thing, right? If we want to stop the budget, we want to stop all this wasteful spending. One of those commercials that came up when we were out there in Germany, AFIs and stuff like that, stop the fraud, waste, and abuse, right? So we have this fraud, waste, and abuse going on, and this guy comes in to line item what the fraud, waste, and abuse is. Why is there complaints? I thought that was a masterstroke. It was fascinating, and of course, everybody complained and bitched and moaned and started blowing up cars and all this other stuff, right?
Blowing up cars. I mean, nah. I
heard. Yeah, setting fire, shooting Tesla dealerships, setting fire to cars, keying up people's cars that bought Teslas before the election and before Doge. I mean, there was a bevy of things that were going on that were just ridiculous.
I mean, you know, when somebody goes out there and runs on a slogan of America first and make America great again, and then they hire a foreigner to go out there and cut jobs from millions of Americans, I don't think that's actually going to sit well with a whole lot of Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's not fair. I mean,
what was Elon's security clearance where he was able to sit there and look at all of our personal information?
He was authorized by the President of the United States.
No.
You're telling me that because you're a foreigner? No, you're not telling me this.
No. I am telling you that. Dog, are you serious?
Because you're a foreigner.
Are you serious?
Is Elon Musk?
Come on, dogs. Stop. Go ahead.
All right.
You serious? Hell yeah, foreigner. He's a foreigner. Looking at all of our private information. Making cuts to our federal workers and our services and shit. Like that's the thing to do.
Okay, but Elon Musk officially became a U.S. citizen in 2002.
Okay, and
so he was a U.S. citizen. Just because he was foreign born doesn't mean that he went through the process of becoming a U.S. citizen.
He had a security clearance
off of his genius, huh?
Oh, so what? Because he became a citizen, that's still good. You got foreigners that become citizens all the time. You want them looking at your social security information?
I mean, you have U.S. citizens that go out there and give information to foreign entities so that they can get their money. Right?
No.
I mean, come on. Look, all right, so this is what I did. I don't expect things to change overnight. Oh yeah, the terrorists. Once again, the tariffs. That was supposed to break the economy or whatever. But when you look at the
economy, what are you talking about?
it's working. Okay, so what I'm saying is, all right, I voted for this guy. I voted for Trump because of this. And let's just break this down. Now, we can go line item if we want to on why and this, that, and the other and try and prove the worth and all that other stuff. To me, that's unnecessary. There were two choices, two people out of all the candidates that ran for the United States president or the president of the United States. There were two candidates that were left over, right? There was on one end Donald Trump and one end Kamala Harris. We both, all of us, experienced both of them, or at least her as the vice president of the United States under Joe Biden's leadership, with which she went on The View and said that she wouldn't change a thing, even though not a whole lot of America was happy, hence the results of the 2024 election, right? So she wouldn't change a thing. And let's take it a step further. Later on down the line, she releases her book, 107 Days or whatever the case is, coming to find out that Tim Walz wasn't even her first election as her vice. It was supposed to be Pete Buttigieg. All right, so we're already seeing, first of all, failed policies that America did not want, right? And I mean, because obviously the results were in the vote, right? So we're seeing these failed policies that America did not like, did not want, did not appreciate, and that's why they voted the way they did, versus another person that we thought was going to be Darth Vader, or not we, but a lot of people tried to act like this dude was going to be like the end of the world or whatever, but we experienced 4 years of that. So 4 years of this guy, 4 years of these two, and these policies or whatever the case is, and America voted, right? Those were the options that we were given, and America overwhelmingly voted the other way. That's just the facts. And I didn't vote for the president of the United States to get things turned around overnight, even though he likes to talk big, talk about how he's going to get things changed overnight and all this other stuff. That should not be anybody's expectation, because a presidential term is 4 years. So I want to see progress as the time is going on. I want to see work. I want to see what it is that you're doing, whether I agree or disagree with what it is that you're doing. I want to see effort. And I think that the majority of Americans want to see some level of effort and results.
Yeah, we're seeing the effort. They just not liking the results. You know what I'm saying? Because and I give you this because it was a choice. Oh yeah, they're not the American public is not.
Do you know that the Democratic Party lost 2 million voters, and the Republican Party increased by 2.5 million? Something like that. I don't have the exact numbers, but if they didn't like it, see, the news, the legacy media, the people that are out there pushing an agenda, they can say what they want because they're given that platform to say what it is that they want. Right. However, the numbers don't lie. Registered voters increased by 2.5, close to 2.5 million voters, and for the Republican Party, and decreased by 2 million voters on the Democratic side. The numbers don't lie.
Well, you know, they done took a stark dip in the pollings in the last couple of weeks, thanks to the.
Of course, you're not going to be able to agree with. You can't if your attempt is
no.
You're not going to please anyone.
There's more than just that, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk tariffs right now, the farmers are hurting. You know what I'm saying? And it's also been reported that your boy JD Vance is actually in cahoots with a damn with a company firm that is there to actually buy up these farms that they're not funding. You know what I'm saying? Like
that hasn't happened before.
Does that make it right? Are you serious though?
I mean, okay. Let's put it this way. They just caught the guy in the Palisades or whatever that set the fire to the Palisades, right? And over there in great state of California or whatever, Gavin Newsom was doing his little song and dance while all that stuff was going on. Kamala Harris was giving her word salad and him and Han. You know what they're going to do with those burnt lands? They're not going to give it back to the people. They didn't even give the funding to the people on those charity events that the money was supposed to go to those people. You know what they're going to do? They're going to give it to developers, and they're going to pocket that.
Well, see, that's the whole point of what this whole setup actually is. You know what I'm saying? And I want to continue to move along. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as we was talking about with the tariffs, you know what I'm saying? The tariff is not working because the tariffs is actually raising the prices to the customer. And see, that was something that I had already understood, you know what I'm saying, when it was already talked about. Unfortunately, most of the individuals who voted for him didn't understand how that works. It's like anything. It's like if I'm an importer and I got to bring, I'm bringing something in or whatever have you not, but the person that's importing it to me or selling it to me or whatever have you not has to put an extra price on it or whatever have you not. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what? For me to make up the money that I'm getting ready to lose or whatever have you not, I have to tax that on the people that's actually buying it.
There's a simple solution to that. You know that, right?
I know what the simple, but I know what I thought the ideal of that solution was. You know what I'm saying? Which was make everybody buy American. You know what I'm saying?
Buy American. That's right.
But
get all these foreign entities in all these foreign countries.
But the problem is the American manufacturing their products is not as good. You know what I'm saying? They can't.
Exactly. And so here we go, because it's all encompassing. It's not just one thing. People want to just focus on the tariffs, right? But on top of the tariffs, we're pulling troops pretty much away from foreign entities. We're trying not to be the world police on everything, right? And these foreign entities, these foreign governments or whatever the case is, are buying American. They're investing into America. New businesses. Oh, you know what? You want big pharma and all this other stuff? Let's not get our drugs from other places. Let's start building factories and facilities and increasing our knowledge on these drugs in our country. Right? So that way, when you do buy American, it is more quality product. Oh, and by the way, we're going to get the European Union. We're going to get like all of these other countries to invest in America so that now we can build in America. That's the whole point. And so that's how you take care of the tariffs, but it doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, it's expensive in the first hand. But once these things are built and established and all of that stuff, the red tape and all the other stuff that was used to get these companies to leave and go foreign in the first place, once we kill all of that and we start building in America more, better, then you get cheaper products from America while also tariffing the other people that get those quality products from America as well. And that's not something that happens overnight. That's why he was voted for 4 years.
But here's the problem with that logic. How do you get foreign investment when you decide to alienate the foreigners from coming here with your immigration policies and your
it's not stopping foreigners
and your deportation practices? Because we just lost a major deal out there in Georgia because some idiot decided they was going to call ICE on a car manufacturing a car manufacturing plant or whatever have you, not talking about illegals working, and they was actually doing exactly what you just got finished describing right there. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden ICE ends up deporting them back to their country. Now that happens because of the insightful rhetoric that your guy and his administration keeps going out there spewing with the hatred towards immigrants and immigrations as they spewing that towards the American public. So situations like that happen. So how is that supposed to how's that supposed to happen? And hold on. And point number two, wouldn't it make more sense to actually do some invested into American manufacturing before applying all these extra extensive tariffs on foreign products?
No. You do that first. You do that first. You get them to understand that, you know what, if you want to, first of all, you have to increase your own military, because we're not going to be the world police anymore. We're trying to establish peace. That's why these conflicts have been stopping under this president. That could have happened from the previous president. We're trying to stop these conflicts that are happening all throughout the world. But at the same time, we're not trying to be the world police. So what you're going to do is you're going to invest in America, which we generated over $1 trillion in investments from these foreign entities. You're going to buy weapons from America and strengthen your militaries to protect yourselves or whatever the case is. Now I want to put this kind of in a, let's put it this way. All right. So the bombing on the nuclear facility in Iran, as soon as that happened, which that was in plan way before Trump's first presidency. That was like in works for over 15 years. So that bombing that happened over there in Iran that took out that nuclear facility, the first thing that they wanted to do is not give them credit that they stopped a nuclear threat or anything like that. They wanted to talk about how that was going to start a jihad or whatever the case is. All right, great, got it, right? So this is the importance of the border policy. It has nothing to do with brown people or anything like that. It has everything to do with if your border is a sieve, whether it's the North or the South. If your border is a sieve, then it's not about the little man or anything like that. It's about the criminals that are able to come in. And then we're talking about sleeper cells and all this other stuff in the United States. Well, how do you mitigate those sleeper cells? By making sure that when you come across the country, you're doing it legally, that you're documented. That, I mean, that's just the way it is. Why do they have the census in the first place in these states, right? They have the census to count how many people are actually in that state so that they can receive the funding from the government. Isn't that right?
Time out. I love your alley hoops, man, because you're talking about the sleeper terror cells or whatever have you.
Yeah.
Didn't your man say that the people from Qatar funded terrorism and funded and are funders of Hamas?
Wow, I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, give me just a second because I just saw that.
Yeah,
okay. EO4. Yeah, hold on. All right, so EO, the executive order 14353, signed September 29th, 2025, was about assuring the security of the state of Qatar. Okay, so again, executive orders that go along with all of these policies. I mean, it's right there. All you have to do is look it up. But like, okay, so back to that border policy or whatever the case is, they have a census so that they can count how many people are in that state. Okay, so that helps with house seats and all that other stuff. It helps with the politicians and stuff like that. But also helps with government funding going towards that state. If you're not documented and you're not accounted for or anything like that, then how much money is supposed to actually go to you? That hurts you financially. Does it not? And then, of course, if you're coming over legally, now you're documented, and whatever you do at that point in time, you're paying taxes, you're helping to feed into the system, the Social Security, the healthcare, and all this other stuff. I mean, it's all encompassing. You're stopping terror cells and sleeper cells and all this other stuff from coming over unimpeded. So that's also protecting American citizens. Okay, and it's not about brown people. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about being legally here. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now, it sucks if you're in this country and you had to get kicked out. That does suck. All right. But if you're in this country and you're doing illegal stuff to stay in this country, bye. Like,
okay. All right. So we're gonna take we're gonna take a quick music a quick video break right quick, and we're gonna come right back, and we're gonna get more into this right here on.
All right, sounds good.
Bites. Let's go.
She gon' take your heart and use up all your love. She don't care about nobody but herself. Have you ever seen that DAVON Chanel? And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend. I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, bullshit freaky. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. lit. She may fall in love but she can't commit. She the type of girl that you can't forget. Saying she had thoughts but she cancerous. Everything she do is so damn legit. Stay away if you don't know it. And she's so conceited. I don't need it. Coming season every weekend. Girl, she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating. By drinking, she comes easy. Knows she freaky. Oh yeah, she comes. Oh yeah, she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. She the type of girl that gon' get that money. All she wanna do is get rich like Ronnie. Breaking all the hearts is what she do for a hobby. She get wetter than the bottle girls at the parties. Everywhere she goes, she like drinking coffee. Experience and her is out of body. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what you want. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what you want.
Hear the music rising and you wanna party. Come take my hand, show your moves on that dance floor. Don't be surprised when I come alive. Siente el ritmo tonight.
Nadie me controla, es que puedo sola, que sabor. Corre por mis venas, ven conmigo y piérdete. Now, now, now. Afro-latina queen, go bling, toda natural, nada artificial, te vas a asombrar. Right now, experiencia inolvidable, ey. Vamos a pegar.
Señoras y señores, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, ajustense los cinturones que vamos a despegar. 3, 2, 1.
Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino que nos juntó en la party. Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino que nos juntó en la party.
Moverte en el ritmo te gusta, te gustan tus ojos, se ve. Te meto todo lo que tú tienes, que yo de locura te quito la sed. Moverme en el ritmo me gusta, y más si bailo con usted. Ahora me siento atrapado, tú eres mi deseo, dime cómo es.
Ahora que te tengo, yo a ti no te pienso soltar. De esta no te vas a olvidar.
Puedo entenderlo, a legua se siente este ritmo que quema por dentro.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, baby, I'm the one that gets you hype on the scene. Walk up in this party, you're messing and drippy, baby, don't be mad, you ain't no competition.
Si es contigo, feel the rhythm, feel the rhythm. Si es contigo, come alive, come alive.
Si es contigo, si es que nos cruzó en la party.
Te chocó hasta el video, que ya está allá.
Es lo que hay, es lo que hay.
Haciendo locura como
Dímelo,
tú
mi
sabes.
side.
Dímelo acústico.
Pa' que sepa, pa' que
DJ Buddha in the house.
Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino que nos juntó en la party. Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino que nos juntó en la party. Si es contigo, fue el destino que nos juntó en la party. Si es contigo,
Yes, yes. Welcome back to Community Megabytes. We doing point of contention right here with my brother Devin Franklin. You know, so we still talking about the last 9 months of Trump. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now continue what you were saying though.
Man, I missed my place. All right, so let's talk about that tariffs again because there was something that I wanted to bring up to you. Okay, so yeah, there is no gain without a little bit of pain at first, right? And so the idea of the tariffs were obviously it's going to hurt America. That's just kind of the way that is in the beginning. But the whole idea of it was to also break the other countries and make sure that they came to the negotiating table. And this is evident in EO 14346, modifying the scope of reciprocal tariffs and establishing procedures for implementing trade and security agreements. All right, so that's exactly what I was talking about. That is, okay, you don't want tariffs, we don't want to have to give you tariffs. But what you're going to do is you're going to come to the negotiating table because you need us more than we need you. At the end of the day, you're going to invest in America so that we can build in our country and buy American quality products and all that other stuff that we can invest in. But at the same time, we're also going to give you securities. We're going to give you some of our weapons to protect yourself or whatever the case is. So the tariffs are not supposed to be there to last forever. They're supposed to be there to bring people to the negotiating table and understand that we're the ones in power. We're the superpower. You need to deal with us. And it needs to be a fair deal. It needs to be a fair agreement that benefits us more than it does you. And that's just the way that works.
I saw an old Oprah Winfrey clip, you know what I'm saying, from 1988 where he was actually talking the same shit. So, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty much been on that about, you know,
He's been on brand forever.
Yeah, about foreign countries taking advantage and stuff like that, according to him. But it seems like it's actually backfiring a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more or less like, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
how so?
What do you mean how so? It's like you raise it because all the best manufacturing stuff or the stuff that you need to make certain things work, like like certain steel, certain things, certain parts that you need for your automobiles, it costs for you to actually ship them in, and some of these vehicles actually need that. So it puts that cost on the customer who is getting the service. That's where it's becoming a problem. You don't have enough American manufacturers out here to actually literally compete for the tariffs that you're trying to put in place. And you're bleeding the American people in the process to try to make this you know, whatever magic bowl of money that you say that the country's supposed to benefit off of, yet and still you still trying to cut taxes for the most wealthy people in the country. Al Williams said, if we are let me see. If we are the superpower and we are supposed to be controlling the narrative, why are government employees working and not getting paid?
Well, because the Democratic Party wants to go ahead and fund illegals. That's their point of contention. That's the reason why they want the government shutdown. It's pretty simple. And it's unfortunate that it's happening like that because nobody should have to be working and not getting paid. Hopefully they get the back pay that they deserve and all of that other stuff. But the shutdown is happening because, first of all, we're trying to get the illegals out of the country. And obviously Tom Homan and all of them are talking about getting the criminals, the worst of the worst, out of the country.
Stop it. They're not getting.
Let's put it this way. Okay, let's put it this way.
Going after. Stop. They are not going after the worst of the worst at Home Depot. They are not going after the worst of the worst at schools. They are not going after. What are you talking about? Because there's kids. What are you talking about?
Schools?
What are you talking about? Yes.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
So don't they have a list of the people that they're
talking about here? And then now that we also on the deportation subject matter or whatever have you not, this alligator Alcatraz, you know, there are reports that's talking about a lot of those prisoners coming up missing, disappearing, not to actually nowhere. And it's also reports that bodies are washing up on islands and stuff, handcuffed to shackled. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I haven't seen those reports,
I'm
but there is a deportation tracker live.
okay.
Deportation tracker.live. And it has an estimated, it gives the estimates. It gives the number of undocumented migrants, the estimated 11,700,000, total deportations 152,092, daily deportations 262. It gives a list.
IAXIS Radio says
for state too.
Hold on. IAXIS Radio says, what does that have to do with those who have been employed for over 15 years and can't receive a paycheck due to this agenda? It's a travesty.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is a travesty, but who is the ones that are stopping the government from moving?
What do you mean? Who's the ones that stop in the government?
Isn't that the Democratic Party?
No.
Once again, not a Republican.
No. The point of negotiation is that both sides come to the table so they can make agreements. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can't just say that.
And so if America voted on an agenda. Okay, hold on.
You cannot say
that he was going to deport illegals. Didn't he run on that? He wasn't hiding. There was no sleight of hand or anything like that.
He said he was deporting criminals. That's what he said he was deporting. He said he was deporting criminals.
Bro, if you come across the country illegally, that's a crime.
I know you're telling me all Fox News talking points.
That's not a Fox News talking point.
You're giving me all Fox News talking points.
Look, if you come across the border illegally in any other country, in any other country, let's be real here. If you go across the border illegally in any other country, is it still considered a crime?
I'm like this.
It's a little harsher than they have been over here.
Let me ask you.
You know that if you were to try and leave China or whatever the case is, right? If you were to try and leave your country or whatever, get in or leave, that you would be shot or your family would suffer the penalties of you doing illegal crossings.
But here's the problem with your argument. We're not China. We're not
those. That's right. We're not China.
We're not those other countries, man.
We're not any of those other countries, and they don't have any border issues. Well, maybe Europe has border.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. This whole stretch of land from Canada all the way down to South America is all America, all of it. So you know what I'm saying? All this extra talk or whatever. It's like no, it doesn't justify what is actually being done. Just like saying that there's a crime problem. There's more crime in the red states that you know what I'm saying, that vote for this guy.
I knew you were going to say that. Check this out.
And you know what? No. This is the reason why. Because blue states have stricter gun laws than red states.
Bro, check this out. You want to know what's interesting about that? And you can look this up for yourself. Anybody can do the research on this. The red states that have the highest level of crime, the crime in those cities, like the overwhelming amount of crime in those cities, are ran by Democrats. In the red states, Democratic run cities. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, check this out. Check this out.
Shout out to Mel. Love this debate. Thank you, baby.
Let's give you an example, right? Let's give you an example.
Thank you, Dave.
Would you say Louisiana is a red state?
Huh?
Would you say Louisiana is a red state?
Yes.
Okay. What are the highest crime cities in Louisiana?
Oh, I would think there's a whole what I hear, I would say probably Baton Rouge from rumors, New Orleans. I don't know.
Check this out. Often appears high on lists. New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Who's in office in New Orleans?
I don't know. That I don't know.
The current LaToya Cantrell. However, in a recent election in October 2025, Helena Moreno was elected as the next mayor and is scheduled to assume office in January 2026. The New Orleans City Council members are at-large members Helena N. Moreno, current Council Vice President, Mayor-elect.
Check this out. Is the mayor of New Orleans a Democrat or a Republican?
The current mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell, is a Democrat.
Give me another one.
No, go ahead.
Okay. What's the highest crime city in Tennessee?
Ooh. I don't know.
The city consistently cited with the highest overall crime rate, including violent and property crime, per capita in Tennessee is Memphis.
Is Memphis, Tennessee run by a Democrat or a Republican?
The mayor of Memphis, Tennessee, Paul Young, is a Democrat, while mayoral elections in Memphis are...
Don't give me the argument that red states have the highest crime rates. The big cities in red states are run by Democrats, overwhelmingly. And so this is the funny thing about Democrats and Republicans. And once again, this is why I'm an independent, because here you are, the Republicans run on this being about the law and this, that, and the other. And we like to say that they go against black people and all this other stuff. Fine. I'll take your argument that it's all to try and keep black people down and all this other stuff. Fine. I'll take that. Right. But now the Democrat side, they do it a more underhanded way. Right. So we have lawfulness over here on the Republican side, but on the Democrat side, what we have is instead of us putting law and order into these places, we'll give you the guns to kill yourself. Why spend government funds to protect people when we can just give them the tools to destroy themselves?
Good point. Good point. Good point. Okay. Good point. Continue. I like that. I like that. That was a good point. Because I can't argue with that, because that was one of the reasons why I kind of like stopped voting Democrat myself. So yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean.
But I don't vote Trump. I don't vote.
What I do is this, okay? And if I'm being honest, what I do is this. I have an alignment of things, issues, ideas, and all of that stuff, right? So let's say this, all right? So I am not against the transgender movement, right? What I am against in the transgender movement is you being, just like we talked about the last time, what I am against in the transgender movement is you having a gender switch under the age of 18. Under the age of understanding or being an adult. So here's one party that's aligned with that idea, be an adult to do this. Here's another party that's trying to get you to change and transition and make these decisions before the age of understanding. Well, I'm aligned with this party on that, right? Okay, I'm aligned with law. I'm aligned with law, okay? I don't like watching, and you know what? We sit back and we talk all this nonsense about how Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff. Black lives have to matter to Black people first. And so if we have an overwhelming number of Black people killing Black people, whether it's through abortion, whether it's our babies killing our babies out there.
Hold up. Time out. There's an overabundance of how should I say, over focus on black crime, because if you look at the statistics, most people that commit crimes, they commit crimes against each other or the people that's in the immediate area. It doesn't. Hold up. It doesn't justify it. It doesn't justify it at all. No. But what I'm telling you is the magnification and the difference, because if you go into any, and I'm pretty sure you've been.
There's gonna be white on white crime if there's predominantly white areas.
Time out. I'm pretty sure you've been in plenty of rural areas and redneck towns and redneck areas and you know, impoverished areas, and some of the same things that go on over there go on into your regular, you know, neighborhood ghetto. Yeah. The difference is there's not an over exploitation of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not magnified in the white communities like it is in the Black.
Check this out.
Go ahead.
Check this out. What is the percentage of black people in the United States of America?
The percentage of the population who identify as Black or African American in the United States varies slightly, depending on whether the figure includes people who identify with multiple races, multiracial, or only those who identify as a single race. Based on recent U.S. Census Bureau and analysis data, Black or African American, alone or in combination with one or more other races. This group makes up approximately 14.4% to 15.2%.
14 to 15% of the United States of America is black. Okay, so what's the percentage of violent crime in America based on race?
There are two primary ways to look at percentage of violent crime based on race: the race of the offender, arrests/victim identified, and the race of the victim, victimization rates. Crime statistics collected by federal agencies like the FBI, Uniform Crime Reporting, UCR, and the Bureau of Justice Statistics, National Crime Victimization Survey, NCVS, consistently show significant racial disparities in both categories. Race of persons arrested for violent crime, offenders. Police arrest data shows the racial distribution of individuals arrested for violent crimes. Data from the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting UCR program, based on arrests reported by police agencies. Race/ethnicity, percentage of violent crime arrests, approximate. U.S. population share, approximate. White, 53%, including Hispanic. 61.6%, white alone, non-Hispanic. Black or African American, 25%, non-Hispanic, black alone. 12.6%, black alone, non-Hispanic.
Okay, so the point that I was making with that is that out of 14 to 15% of the society is making up 25% of the violent crime. Now, okay, so check this out. We're sitting back. We're sitting back. Let's put this all together. Let's put this all together.
Sitting there glossing over that high ass number in the white community.
No, I'm not, because they have a higher percentage of people per capita here. What I'm saying is this.
Exactly, but
okay, when we talk about the problem is against black and brown people, right? But when we talk about black people, we are disproportionately in the violent crime and black death category.
And I already explained to you why. Hold up. Tara says, so we're on the lower end of crime. Yes, we are.
Not per capita.
And I'm gonna tell you, because we could get away from the violent crime. For years, I could have sworn white folks didn't smoke weed. Because we were so disproportionately, you know what I'm saying, when it came down to weed arrests.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, dead ass.
All right. That's great. I'm glad you said that.
Hold on. Yo, time out. And see, this is why I'm bringing this up, because with the weed, when marijuana was illegal, the race disparity of the people who was getting arrested and convicted for possession and selling was so astronomically black and brown folks. You would have thought that white folks did not sell or smoke weed. However, when it becomes legal, we now notice that white people smoked plenty of weed, as they own the vast majority of the dispensary shop that in the legal operation. So, you know, there's a discrepancy as far as equal justice in this country, my bro.
I mean, I'm not going to say there's not a disparity when it comes down to equal justice, but let's put it this way. When people were getting put in 3 strikes you're out, we lived in California around that time. 3 strikes you're out.
The first person that got it, if I believe he got it for stealing a slice of pizza. IAXISRADIO, amen to that.
3 strikes you're out policy disproportionately put black people into jail. Who was the author of that policy and who executed it? Wasn't
I know. That was Joe Biden.
Wasn't that a Democrat that made that policy?
Yes, it was, and it was the one. Yeah,
Kamala Harris, one of the people that executed that policy.
Well.
Interesting.
Well, as you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The party of the people, right? The party of the black folks. wrote a policy that puts you into jail 3 times you get caught smoking weed and you're going to jail for 25 to life. That's fascinating to me.
Well, yeah.
Right? Lyndon Baines Johnson, right? After the civil rights was enacted, civil rights bill enacted and stuff like that, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Okay, by the way, that bill or that act was done by Republicans. That bill was fought for by Republicans, Lyndon Baines Johnson being a Democrat, right? And after the policy, by force of the Republicans, was enacted, Lyndon Baines Johnson, and I'm not going to quote him, but he was like, I'll have every nigger in the United States voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
Yeah, but most of the Dixiecrats went Republican after that.
Come on, dog. That's, you know what? That is so dang phony.
You're acting as if the Republicans are good guys.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Abraham Lincoln was the one that freed the slaves. He was a Republican.
Yeah,
Again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm an independent.
He also stated if he could fucking save the Union without freeing the slave, he would do it. So,
right, he did what was politically expedient.
Okay, yeah, it was politically necessary because capitalism couldn't survive with slavery existing.
Circle back around to this, right? Let's say there are 2 candidates running, like there were 2 candidates running. And to be quite honest with you, this last election, I was pulling more towards Vivek Ramaswamy. In 2016, I was voting more towards in the Democratic Party. I was going for Tulsi Gabbard because she slaughtered Kamala Harris on their presidential debate. So it doesn't matter what party they are. It matters what their ideas and their policies are and their ability to actually execute on said policies. That's what I'm about. But there's one party that has more ideas and more policies that I'm aligned with. Okay, that's interesting. I'm aligned with this. There's this other party that has policies and stuff like that that I might not be aligned with. All right, what else you got? What else you got? And then by the numbers, whoever has more policies, and while they're on stage and showing the strength to be able to get those policies enacted, or the fortitude to get it done against all opposition, that's who's going to get my vote.
Those policies that you're talking about right now is causing mass confusion right now because you got this guy who, in the eyes of many who's actually been watching is doing a whole lot of outside stuff, and I don't is doing a lot of outside stuff to actually cover up for some shit. We're gonna get into that in a second, but first I want to get into this the DEI hirings and firings or whatever have you not said.
Yes.
Since you like to talk policy so much,
let's do it. Let's talk DEI
now. Do you understand that diversity, equity, inclusion was actually designed to include those that was actually being excluded from the
Do you know that the government, it seems the government is exempt from actually performing their duties. So like, all right, let's put DEI this way. On the actual market, which is the United States of America, right? Your job is to produce as a company, as a business, as an employee, is to produce. And if you don't produce properly, then your business tanks and then nobody's employed. Okay, let's start with that. Now, let's put it this way. You start a business, right? And this is specifically DEI hiring, right? You start a business. Let's say you're opening up a mechanic shop, right? And you only have the funding based on your investors and based on your own pocket change, whatever you were able to save up or whatever the case is, to open up a mechanic shop with 1 bay, 1. And so you can only deal with 1 car at a time, right? But you need to pay the bills, right? Now, are you going to hire somebody based on skill or based on concept? Because if I'm a business owner and I only have 1 bay and I need to produce, then I'm going to hire the person that is skilled enough to get the job done quickly, and efficiently. And then once I'm able to build up further on down the line, let's say as we increase our business or whatever the case is, and I have 4 or 5 top-notch mechanics that are based on skill, just not by the color of their skin or whatever the case is, right? Then I might be able to afford to hire somebody that just got ASE certified but doesn't have any skill, doesn't have anything on their resume or something like that. Then I'll be able to get them.
But
I
here's
can
the time out.
trained up. Go ahead.
The Fox News fucking talking points, because
That's not a Fox News talk. I don't watch Fox News like that.
This the timeout. This is the problem when you talk about DEI, because DEI doesn't mean no experience and no experience and no education. You know what I'm saying?
In theory, it doesn't. In practice, it does.
No, it does not. What DEI is in actuality is you have a company. Then we want to put a certain amount of people in this company. You know what I'm saying? Predicated on diversity, equity, but it doesn't mean that you don't know your job. It doesn't mean that you don't have the skills. You still have to go through the vetting process of having the right credentials as far as education, as far as work experience. You know what I'm saying? And also, here's also the problem. You know who actually benefits the most off of DEI? Veterans. Veterans who may not be able to get hired elsewhere because of whatever complication that they may have served while they was in service. That's where they get the preferential treatment. So when you talk DEI and we talk about DEI hires, please, y'all Fox individuals know what the hell it is that you're talking about.
Again, I don't sit back and subscribe to
here's because I gotta get ready to go. I get ready to close up to the next segment. Here's the issue with the whole DEI subject when you talk about DEI. From an administration that put a bunch of unqualified individuals in position to run the damn country. You know what I'm saying? What qualifications does the Secretary of Defense have? What qualifications qualify the Attorney General? What are the credentials that they have to actually be in the positions that they are in right now?
All right. Well, with that being said, I'll go ahead and take it. I'll take you. I'll see that, and then I'll raise you. What qualifications did Kamala Harris have to be in the Vice President of the United States? She didn't even receive a vote.
She was picked for that. She
didn't even receive a vote in the president. In 2016. She didn't even receive one vote. She got out of the doggone race. Okay, and then when Joe Biden couldn't throw punches anymore, when he couldn't land punches anymore, there was not a vote to get her to be the #1 Democratic candidate. What qualifications did she have?
Wasn't Kamala Attorney General at one point in time?
Does that qualify you to be the President of the United States?
Well, obviously being a fucking a talk show host does.
I mean, hey, you didn't receive any votes. What qualifies you to be President of the United States is you go up there to be the candidate and you receive the American vote. They usurped the American voters process in that whole thing. They knew Joe Biden was not capable of doing his job anymore. And what they did
I understand. No, I understand.
And what they did is they took him and they made sure that everybody saw that he was a punching bag. And then they forced this lady in here that did not receive a vote from anybody to be qualified to be up there in the first place because she didn't receive any votes in 2016.
I tell you what, she had more qualifications and credentials than the guy who's never governed a damn thing in his life, neither as a mayor.
He already had presidential experience. He had already served 4 years. And the country didn't die, and nobody blew up. As a matter of fact, the wars that got started, were under Obama and Biden.
To the credit to the administration that he had before, he couldn't run amok the way he's doing right now because you actually had some professionals there that kept him in check. As you can see, that's not the case right now. As he's been violating all constitutional laws to approve his agenda. So you cannot get it. You cannot
violate these constitutional laws.
Time out. You cannot talk about upholding the law and holding somebody up to a standard that you're not willing to do yourself. And I hate that I have to cut this off right here at this moment right now, but I got to
do this again. This was fun.
Next interview. But we're going to come back and we're going to have part 2 of this for sure, for sure.
Thanks for sharing the time, guys. Whoever's watching, certainly appreciate it. But we get down like this. And you know, thanks for having me on the show again, brother.
Yes, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this plenty of times, man. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
All right.
Later.
We're going to take a quick music break right quick, and we're going to get ready to come back with the sultry singer Hatina right here on Community Megabytes on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
Hope to be the best image of you when I'm standing on the hill, bending knee when I come to you, when I need your will. Oh, blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let them dim your light. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let them dim your light. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. In my hand I gave you all my honor, give praise to you. Find the blessing in all you do. Through your eyes I see the truth. Open arms when I run to you. Wash away all my sins and make me new. I need your presence, more of your essence. I'll always come to you. Lord, you're my light through the storm. I need your presence, more of your essence. I'll always come to you. My light through the storm. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let them dim your light. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let them dim your light. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Rain down on me. I don't know why they hate my skin. They be trying to melanate my kin. I'm trying to elevate my kin. It's time to celebrate my skin.
We get sold out, or we get outsold. Fiending for more clout, then we get outro. We get sold out, or we get outsold. When it gets cold out, we get left out cold.
My skin, my skin.
I need something to cover mine. I live in color, they saying they colorblind. And something really been getting up under mine. I've been around, it really isn't my design. Building something always getting undermined. Builders abandoned when it's really by design. Changing the color of the collar of the crime. How many times I gotta take one for the team? Feasting and famine, living out my ancestors' dreams. Trend set, mimic, passed off as the own, but will stretch limits. They're gonna have to atone. Looking, we will find. We walked among stars from escape routes to hidden figures. NASA gets to shine. Red carpets, big names of Hollywood and Vine. Star power, bloodlines before and after time. My skin, and I'm glad it's mine. I need something to cover mine. I live in color, they saying they colorblind. and something really been getting up under mine. Look at the crackpot sitting in the pews. Be out on crackpot and then be in the news. Is the rhythm, is the blues? Or did he get to choose to be posted up on TikTok to hit 1 million views? Making my skin crawl, just give me some ointment. Shea or cocoa butter, essential oil anointed. My divine appointment, it's hard to ever stop me. Never duplicated, losing carbon every copy. Losing in our contest, this bomb flex is turning Confederate force to black-owned studios and complexes in like Flint. But the water's still in crisis though. Goddess of earth and terror, your daughter is an ISIS hoe. But she the nicest though, cause she wanna one with my skin, my skin. I need something to cover mine. I live in color, they saying they colorblind. And something really been getting up under mine. Never forget what we saw, done some amazing things, some done left in awe. Had to check the jaw, droopy lips on the block. Fentanyl's the extra pill that will punch a clot. I don't know what hurts more, is it the withdrawal or addiction? Taking out everything you work for, the game's legendary. A shame that we worry about ops with my skin in the same cemetery. Getting to the bag, but now you fit in the bag. Way too many toes get tagged and getting flagged on my IG. Yo, my G, my skin got a whole lot of sacred under mine, lots of hatred under mine. Here comes another time my kin muffle the slaughtering. Like we shouldn't understand the origin of this business. New CEOs gotta honor contracts of old CEOs. You see these souls, you see these woes of a bunch of little babies in the future. We gotta ID those foes, cause they adore my skin. They adorn my skin, but they tore my skin, cause they abhor my skin. Yet they be in tanner boots wishing they wore my skin. A Javelito look at God dying for my sin. Fight to preserve flags and statues of the Confederates. They run a critical race of places hiding their heritage. Imagine getting offended about jokes found on Netflix and not being offended by roast around the Netflix. They get into alignment with refinement, cause I've been on assignment and I know what divine meant. New jokes like Q's too woke, at least Q broke. This is critical thinking, so the joke's on you folks. Your brains couldn't come through my storm or my darkness where the roots grow and all of the butterflies form.
We get sold out or we get outsold, fiending for more clout, then we get outrolled. We get sold out or we get outsold. When it gets cold out, we get left out cold.
Celerizing and enterprising, they minimizing bunch of mini me's, trying to be what I'm emphasizing. Exercising my excellence, them pessimists never make a move, trying to wound my intelligence. The optimist, see the world through my Oculus, is obvious. I'm the world breaker, bring apocalypse. Mobster hit 100 shots at your favorite eating spot. I need a lot, came from the bottom, that's why I see the top. Penthouse views, I've been due. I've been married to this game like I said I do. Y'all don't know all the shit I've been through, been paying dues. In and out of every yard, they doing voodoo. Popped up illuminating, fumigating, meaning somebody got smoke. I need some ventilation. 10 vacations, I'm just saying. They don't let me in this bitch, I'ma shoot my way. Kicking doors like a young Big Smalls. Frankie baby, y'all deadbeats should play with your kids, don't never play me. Meditating, clear my mind and I claim it all. Levitating, bitch, I'm flying, your niggas fall. They wanna know my life like a fly on the fucking wall. Instant grams, no pics, you gon' like them all. Fight for my life, that's a fight worth fighting for. Like to strike twice when I write. Holy weapons ball, bringing doping. Fuck the world, I'm eloping. And I'm so raw in the war, don't need a Trojan. No tricks up my sleeve, just keys for plenty G's. I ain't getting no sleep, QB, RP. Never will I fall off, forever I'ma prosper. Like Pun said, you ain't even in my class. No Mazdas, Maybachs, like some mobsters. Hot out, nothing but smoke, like some rosters. I'm iconic, prophetic, problematic, problem solving. All I need is an automatic. Move like a dynasty, yes, nigga, bob and weave. I'm unemployed but getting blowjobs. Nothing on the weed, niggas don't want no smoke, like nothing on the weed. I rose from nothing, interrupting them powers that be. Let the league and assist in moving bricks. Watch the drama breed as I proceed. I'm well equipped. Snakes slither and they hiss. My grass low, got the K's with the drums in them. I'm Castro with microphone supremacy. Enemies astonish, I show my dominance. Niggas bleed, there's nothing, just keep the ganja lit. Riding like Pac in 96 after the hit. A-wall in this bitch, y'all done started some shit. I'ma finish, diminish. Y'all niggas ain't the playoffs, though, we just a scrimmage. Can copy the drip, this shit is vintage. Expensive, you drunk off cheap liquor, you finish. Just that do say, 100 shots make your whole roof cave. I don't need a roof, I'm ruthless, no toupee. Illuminati, say it. I'm just saying. Straight headshots. I'm just saying. You know what it is, nigga. You know what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Saying away, 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 away. 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 Take me back to the island of Jamaica, where the ocean is so deep and blue, and I could tell that when I look at you, then we'll be fine. White sand with some pink, feeling so good I can't think. Raise a glass full of that drink. Look at me and all I do is wink. Saying away, 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 away. 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 Out here dancing in the rain, running to the ocean as it's calling my name. Nothing will never be the same. Oh, leaving this, oh baby, what a shame. Out here living my youth, out here living my truth, watching all of these views, fighting it, well baby, what's the use? Say it's for the moment, say what you wanna know it. Don't you know we with these island boys? You and me, baby, that all we got is time. Don't you know we winning all the time? Saying away, 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 away. 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 You and me, that baby, all we got is time. Don't you know we winning all the time? Saying away, 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 away. Saying away, 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 away. Saying away, 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 away. Saying away, 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 away.
Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Mi mami cuando me mira me grita cuando está encima, encima, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Te ayude como enfima mi chispa, no solo tiene chispa y chispa, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Dile que me pone en locura cuando sigue. Dile que me pone en locura cuando sigue. Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Sueño constante contigo, Daki y Roma conmigo. Que quieres estar conmigo. Otra otra noche, otra mi mente, otra noche, otra dile que me pone en locura cuando sigue. Dile que me pone en locura cuando sigue. Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor. Atención, me encantas cuando miras así, amor. Dale atención, sigue mi amor.
Think of always. Till then you be the girl I dey dream of always. Me I don't need another to dey think of always. Oh yeah, come a little closer, closer, closer. Dance make you bust my brain. Give me the champion wine, girl, how I like it. Wanna see you bust it one time. If I tell you say I love you, no be mouth all day. Me I no go use you play. I be your superman, be your lover man. Be all you want, you don't need another man.
Girl, if I tell you say I love you, if I tell you say I need that body every day and every night, I go put no one above you. Would you give it to me? Don't take me for no maga, don't take me for no food, darling. I will do anything for ya. Just tell me what to do, baby. Don't you take me for no maga, don't take me for no food, darling. I go do anything for you. Just tell me what to do, baby. Girl, you're nice, but you're so rude. Me like it cause you put me in the mood. Skin soft, anything good, good. Yeah, smell like shampoo. Yeah, bam bam move like typhoon. We heat it up like it's so full. Now tell me what you gon' do, baby. If I tell you say I love you, if I tell you say I need that body every day and every night, I go put no one above you. Would you give it to me? Say yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes, and we're gonna get into my segment. Did you hear that yet? We're gonna reschedule, you know what I'm saying, Hatina for the next show. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't, we kind of went a little overboard with the conversation, so we was able to, cut the time a little bit. But we're gonna definitely bring her back on, and we're gonna have the chemistry EP, in full length to discuss. But right now, we're gonna get into the "Did You Hear That Yet" segment right quick, and I want to start out with a rapper from the Angel Dove Global Show Out Productions label. You know what I'm saying? Stella. The song's called "Boss." Right here on Community Megabytes. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm a mother boss. So I'm trying to get rich. I'm the sickest in the city. I'm a motherfucking boss. See, I walk like a G. I chill and play for keeps. Keep on round me, I earn your keep. You know my time is cheap. Tiger in the jungle full of snakes. A game it for the weak. I come in peace, but you could test a beat. Don't make me show my teeth. Bow, press around, clowns. Go bow. 10 down on the ground. They say that's him now. There's no one I'm a champ. I'm gunning for your crown. Taping drunk and stupid. They won't hear a sound. Make me fucking sick. Shit, your baby mama, old lady sucking on my. Man, I'm trying to get rich. I'm rich. I'm sick in the city. I'm a mother. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking boss. Rich, I'm trying to get rich. I'm the sickest in the city. I'm a motherfucking boss. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking boss. Rich, I'm trying to get rich. I'm the sickest in the city. I'm a motherfucking boss. Bands on the go like Pac-Man. Yeah, my body trying gotta understand this boss. Feeling like I'm him. Still a lot of chills. I'm in this high lane. Kind of you think you dealing with. Steadily bouncing off the wall. Yeah, I want it all. Standing tall. I'm a f***ing dog. Turn into the game. I'm out here trying to get it. My daughter getting bigger. These more I gotta get rich. Love to eat. Your girl recognize her G. She's sorry with no teeth. And larger by the week. I really play for keeps. With the chains on my feet, I play. Yeah, I'm a beast. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking boss. Rich, I'm trying to get rich. I'm the sickest in the city. I'm a motherfucking boss. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking boss. Rich, I'm trying to get rich. I'm the sickest in the city. I'm a motherfucking boss.
Boss, Stelly, or Community Megabytes on IAXISRADIO with DAVON Franklin. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Kind of thumping. Well, next record we're going to get into, we're going to smooth it out with a little bit of jazz. You know what I'm saying? My man, a gentleman that I've been playing here for a while, you know what I'm saying, even on the other show. This artist goes by the name of Andre Ward, and he has a lady with him by the name of Chantel Hampton, and the song's called Secret Place. We got that for you right here on Community Megabytes. Did you hear that yet? On IAXISRADIO. Let's go.
Ain't nothing else like it. No better escape. Unexplainable freedom. Walk through the gate. Hear the angels singing. I feel alive. Under your wings, I will hide. In your shadow, I'll feel it on the rain. Celebrate away the rain. Standing ready face to face. I glow brighter every day. I never wanna be. Gotta have it. I can't breathe. This is automatic. Can't live without it. Believe it, guarantee you ain't leaving. Ain't nothing more real than feeling your grace and getting the answers to each promise that you made. My world is crazy, I will feel. under your wings. I will hide in your shadow lullaby. Full of things, celebrate away the rain. Standing with it face to face, I glow brighter every day. I'm never gonna leave, got a habit I can't break. This is automatic, can't live without it. In the secret place, clap twice for me one time. No lies, I better hide. In the secret place, it's something to believe in. Guarantee you ain't leaving. I've been getting lost here for a good long time, and sometimes you know I just like to zone out. You know, I just wanna get lost. I just wanna float, get a little crazy, let the beat go. Just wanna get lost, shine like gold. You already know. Place, clap twice for me one time. No lies, I better hide. In my secret place, get something to believe in. Guarantee you ain't leaving. In my secret place, dancing, laughing, singing every day. In my secret place, it's something to believe in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Andre Ward featuring Chantel Hampton right here on Community Megabytes. Did you hear that yet? You know, moving right along. We're trying to get this quick, fast, in a hurry. This next record is from an artist by the name by a band by the name of Forrest Robinson's Funk Asylum. The song is called I Try, and it's co-produced by Randy Johnson of Earth, Wind & Fire. So, you know, I want you to, you know, sit back and groove to this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a homage to the old style of funk and rhythm and blues from back in the day. So we're going to vibe with that. This is I Try, Forrest Robinson's Funk Asylum, right here on Community Megabytes. Did you hear that yet? Let's go.
For you, but it seems it's not enough. And you know I care, even when you're not there. But it's not what you want. Your door when I wanna give you more, and I feel so out of place. And you know it's true. Don't you think I'm good enough for you?
Forrest Robinson's Funk Asylum featuring Imani Grace with the Angela Bofield classic, I Try, right here on Community Megabytes. Did you hear that yet? On IAXIS Radio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, I'm feeling that record. You know what I'm saying? The next joint that we're going to get into right here is going to be, we're going to do a remix right here of a lady that we've been playing for a good little second. You know what I'm saying? The young lady by the name of Shayla Dunn. And we got the Clark Kent remix for her song I'm Different. We got that for you right here on Did You Hear That Yet? For Community Megabytes on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
They said you can't be tolerated. They couldn't see through your weaknesses. And that's why you don't wanna believe when I say I'm burning for you. Wish you could see through me. I wish you could see through me. You gotta know how I feel, baby. I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. I'm so in love with you. Yeah, I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. So in love with you. If being with you is a crime, yeah, then you might as well call 911. Oh, 'cause I'm ready to go down this lane with you, with you. Yeah. Your past may be full of lies, but I wish you could see that, baby, I'm different. Yeah. Wish you could see through me. Wish you could see through me. I wish you could see through me. You gotta know. You gotta know, baby, I'm different, so different. Head over heels in love, yeah. Oh, hey. I'm head over here, baby. Oh, baby, I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. I can feel my heart's on the heels for you. I don't wanna lose you, don't look at them. Just know, so different. Love with you. I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. I'm so in love with you, yeah. I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. I'm so in love with you, yeah. I'm different, so different. I'm head over heels in love with you. So in love with you.
Yes, Shayla Dunn, I'm Different Superman remix right here on Did You Hear That Yet? Woo, that was funky. Yeah, I'm feeling that. You'll be hearing a lot more of that, you know what I'm saying, in later episodes of later shows and mixes. So, you know what I'm saying, shout out to that. The last record we're going to get into is a hip hop is a hip hop duel, you know what I'm saying, coming out by way of DC and Yonkers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, unfortunately, we're gonna play the joint right here. Song's called Charm. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come right back right here on Community Megabytes. Let's go.
Come on, I said drinks up, laid back, giving cats dap I knew from way back. Fedora with the feather, tailor fitted suits, gators for the weather, baby looking cute, cigar Cuban, honey cognac, velvet rope hair draped down to her back, dimples deep dish, genie in a perfume bottle, guaranteed to grant you a wish. Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong. Top shelf don't get no better. In the juke joint, baby, it's whatever. One thing for sure, we gotta together. I descended them boo, I don't do stormy weather. Lena, lady in the red dress. I'm bothered, really, really hard to impress. Female eagle, she puts the men to the test. Fly to the height, drop the twig, making catch. Her roots too deep, you see. I sparkle like hit diamond jubilee. Try to figure my accent out. Well, I'm from DC.
Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong. Vibe with us.
Vibe with us.
Picture this.
Picture this.
Get with this.
Get with this.
Classic, they can't have it. Her display, Lady Ecstasy Phantom. White walls, fellas, tip your hats to the madam. Pulling back chairs, how they grab them. Draped with diamonds, the patterns. Feels so good to be a lady. Any, many, money, more, maybe.
Blue note, front row, trumpets blaring. Silhouette, got gangsters staring. Curves hugging the gown she's wearing. Sorry, Don, get your own, no Karen. Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong.
Vibe with us.
Picture this.
Picture this.
Get with this.
Get with this.
Yes, sir. Charm by the brother sister duo Sunny Days and Betty Lamona, right here on Community Megabytes. Did you hear that yet? We will have that video for you when we come back on the 29th. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody tuning in and chiming in. We're also going to have part 2 of the 9 months of Trump. Actually, it will be 10 by the time we come back here, with which will be on the 29th of this month, 2 days before Halloween. Tune in next week as I debut my new DJ show called the DF Express, featuring DJ D Majors, right here on IAXIS Radio. Y'all take care of yourselves. Live love, love life. Take care of each other.